I really enjoyed the audio feedback, so thank you for exploring that. Just to, kind of follow up on the feedback that I received, just in terms of, an actual action plan step by step. So I think the biggest thing is really find out how people are using technology and kind of starting from there. What are they currently using, and then really framing the expectations around how to use it so that they are properly Googled at the end of their academic career or throughout. So how will it be used? What messages do they want to convey? What tools would be effective? What techniques could they use? And how is their audience? So really coming back to those pieces whenever you're trying to do any reflective work or any sort of sharing or learning with the technology, and kind of starting off with using the Google Classroom as a class blog. So once you're done your activity, you can contribute to the class blog, and on there would also be a Wordle kind of game that's attributed to music and bands, and trying to guess that by adding more instruments, and then also a choice board, which has a variety of different things from the music Chromebook to different videos that they can use. So kind of once they're done, they can go into that space and kind of use that to help navigate where they want to go next. And then just kind of getting them more exposure to the comic books, because you do have to really cipher out the big ideas and kind of simplify the information, which requires a lot of that paraphrasing and reorganizing and analyzing, and then really get into the infographics. I'm actually going to use that to get my kids to make a advertisement for our garage sale this weekend, and then podcasts. A friend of mine, actually, I was an editor in a book, and I've been on a podcast, so I'm actually going to be meeting with her today and just figure out how to make that portable and have that as an outlet for students as well. And then really just being in charge of their strength-based, asset-based learning. So we're going to start, like I mentioned, with what is music to you, what is their interest, what do they want to learn about. They can do the web quest to try and find that information and then find ways to share it, and how to continue with that learning. And then we need to make those SMART girls and turn them into I can statements. So the goal is at the end of this term or unit, we want to have these particular goals, and then how can we determine that? Well, you should be able to do A, B, and C. And I think the biggest thing with the colleagues is having that, allow that talk time within a staff meeting for 5-10 minutes every staff meeting to kind of have that chance just to share. I'm having a Twitter account, so they do often see kind of some changes that I'm making on there, and I've done a lot of PD sessions at this in the staff room, and that people are exploring. So I think just changing the way that I present and share the information will kind of start to give them confidence and give them the abilities to kind of co-teach and collaborate with me. I do have another teaching partner, so we're trying to get some new initiatives like the live classrooms, and we need to have a primary and junior, so just trying to get some more teachers to understand the process and maybe be involved and have that excitement kind of take over. And the music role is going to really create that sense of community. So having the little projects or the things that the students are sharing could be assemblies that they can kind of share, so they can kind of see the kids leading the work, and how it's not that scary, that if we kind of let go of some of that control, that we're able to kind of allow them to move through the process. And in almost in a sense, it's a different type of work for us. Maybe it's less, maybe it's more, but it's a different type and it's a different approach, and the behaviors are going to go down because there's so much more engagement. So kind of just continuing with the conversations, maybe offer the idea of doing like a book talk and what people would want to do, just to kind of help people with the professional development, and kind of go from there. So hopefully that's a little bit more information, and I'm trying the video just to see, but I really enjoy the course, and my goal is to create an ETFO course in wellness. So I would love to pick your brain one day about that, but thank you for being awesome.